F.E.A.R 3 Insane Difficulty Walkthrough brought to you by BustedDPad.com. This is Interval 01, Paxton Fennel. So as you'll probably notice, it starts out a little bit differently than before. They give you a quick tutorial of the controls. I'm going to explain what they are. So your main attack button, or shoot as the point man, lets you shoot your blasts. Melee is the same. With your ADS button will levitate guys, letting you then take them over using the button that'll switch your weapons. So you pretty much get a quick tutorial of it. It's actually really fun sometimes playing as F.E.A.R because you see things play out differently. You won't really notice it too much in this level, other than what you've already seen. But oh, I'll point it out. Be sure to point it out later. So the slow-mo timer that you see there for the point man, that is your spirit gauge when you've possessed a guy. So it runs out over time, and when it does, you lose control of the guy and that you're possessing, and when his health dies, that will automatically drain out. So if you want to switch guys, what you have to do is you have to press the button that'll kill him and let you take someone else over. But if you want to stay inside the body, what you really need to do is pick up those floating red balls that you'll see right there, and it'll refill your gauge. So most of this level, you're gonna want to spend inside other soldiers' bodies. When you're as F.E.A.R himself, you can't throw grenades. You can't. You only have one melee attack. You can't do any of the slide tackle or jump kick, or you can't shoot weapons. You can't pick weapons up. So it's kind of difficult to get a handle on what you're supposed to do. Also, check it out. In F.E.A.R 3, you can't throw grenades through windows. Just like Homefront, I believe. So most of the tactics when you're inside a body are the same ones that I discussed on the Point Man version of this level, but if you haven't seen it, just go over them again. The challenges for Paxton F.E.A.R's levels are mostly centered around killing a certain amount of guys while in a possession, a certain amount of headshots while in a possession. There's one for killing a certain amount of enemies with just his blast attack. Now, it's kind of difficult to get the one for getting a certain amount of kills because there's long sections of this level where you actually won't be picking up that floating red juice. So you'll eventually get dropped out of the body. When that starts to happen, like, the screen will start to turn really dark and you can't see too well where you're going. So when that happens, just jump out of the body. When you're one-on-one with anyone, just press your button to levitate them, because they can't shoot you when that's happening. A technique you can actually use is to levitate one enemy and then shoot another one, which will come in handy in certain sequences later on. Let's see, what else is there? F.E.A.R's main melee attack is this weird, like, he does this sort of Hadouken, I guess, is the best way to describe it. But if you've levitated a guy and you get close enough to him, he has a one-hit melee where he, like, squeezes his fist and the guy will, like, pop with blood. So that's something we're gonna be using in other levels. Unfortunately, this level itself isn't really a good one to show off F.E.A.R's abilities. Like I said, most of the time I'm just gonna spend jumping from body to body and doing, regular cover-based gunplay.
It's him!
Now, here's something that's what's really interesting about playing as Fettel. Like, you can make these jumps. You can go from one area to the next without having to walk. You can just you can actually get new perspectives on firefights that you played through when you played as the Point Man the first time. Like if there was a sniper somewhere and you wondered what it would be like to snipe from that position, well, when you play as Fettel, you can, if you get close enough, you can jump to that spot and take over the sniper's body. In my opinion, well, I haven't finished the game as Fettel yet. My favorite level to play with him is the store level, because most of the guys that you go up against are the crazy Fairport civilians, and it's pretty much like playing Condemned, except more of a shooter version of Condemned. All right, so this here is kind of a tough sequence, only because if you're here, your last possession was probably a really long time ago, and you're kind of running low on possession juice while being rushed. As you can see, things are not really going great for me. That's why I just threw all the grenades I had at that doorway to try and thin out their numbers before that guy with the shotgun started to rush. I think it was actually... I was killed there on the my first run through here.
Attention all stations. High value experiment is escaping. Subject tracking toward mess hall. Move to intercept.
So other than that, there's really not much else to say here. Just continue on. The rest of this level isn't too difficult, and we'll pick this up in the next video, which is going to be Interval 2 Slums.
Got a hostile target. Eyes front. Hit! Cover me! Go! Move it! My whole fucking squad is wiped out! Got you!
Command, this is Yankee 4-1. Holding position in mess hall. If he comes through here, we'll tag him. This is Yankee 4-1. Holding position in mess hall. If he comes through here, we'll tag him.
Covering rear! Down! Down! Shit! He's down! Look out! We're getting torn up! Fuck! One hit! Fuck! Easier than I thought! Frag! Up! I'm up! I'm hit! I need some support, goddammit! Get your fucking heads down! It's him! Got it! Yeah, shit! Get back! Get back! I'm hit! Get back! Get back! Behind the table! Toss the grenade! God damn it!
Target headed upstairs. Go ahead through.
Target acquired! Up in the air!
Lockdown procedures engaged.
Target left! Shit! Get back! Get back! Everybody down! Shit! I've been hit! You Enemy spotted! Get back! Get back! I got him! Keep him suppressed!
Delta 3-2, we lost sight of target. Tracking towards cell block Charlie. Small arms fire has ruptured some gas mains, and it is affecting nearby power lines. Check your fire. Hold on, we've got a problem here. Shit! Lights 2 and 4 all reading red. Target acquired!
Drop! Everybody down! Squad! On hit! Cover fire! Copy that! Covering fire! Did you see that? Covering fire!
Command, Delta 3-2. We got a major gas leak in cell block C. High risk of explosion.
You see him?
Advised.
Are you? I move!
Orders are
You
to hold
got a
your
man
position
down!
until the subject is secure or pacified. Delta 3-2 copy.
I'm hit! Fuck! I'm hit! Down! Enemy sight! Above you! See that shit? No, sir! Copy that! position!